Hello everyone, and thanks for watching SFU men's basketball on Clan TV. I'm Steve Frost, filling in for Howard Samura, varsityletters.ca. It's glad to have you along this evening. After playing their last 3 games on the road, the Clan men will welcome the Montana State Billings Yellowjackets to the West Gym tonight in game 1 of a 3-game homestand. We'll have more on the visitors in a moment. The journey began on January 10 when the SFU visited Central Washington in Ellensburg. A dominant night for the Clan big men did not result in a win for the visitors as the Wildcats squeaked out an 85-84 overtime decision. Julian Roche scored a game-high 23 points for SFU. Simon Fraser then played Northwest Nazarene a week ago, falling 88-72, and they lost to Western Washington on Tuesday evening, 89-81. Simon Fraser riding a 5-game losing streak. Montana State Billings enters this game having won 7 of their last 10, including an 81-72 overtime win over Western Washington on Thursday evening. SFU is now 7-8 overall this season, 1-6 in GNAC play. The team sits 9th in the conference. SFU will look to snap the 5-game skid and get back on the win column tonight against Montana State Billings. We'll have the national anthems for you right now, so don't go away. You're watching SFU men's basketball on Clan TV.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Starting guard, number 13, Tyler Green. Starting forward, number 20, Nolan Newberg Jr. And starting forward, number 22, Zach Rollins. The coaching staff of the Yellowjackets head coach Victor, assistant coach Bob Howard, and graduate assistant Christian Butler. And
Welcome back to the SFU men's basketball on Clan TV. Today's game is live streamed on YouTube, and you can watch it at athletics.sfu.ca/MMB live. Live stats of this game is available at athletics.sfu.ca/livestats. So Simon Fraser with their starting lineup: Othniel Spence, Wilfred Balata, Mike Provenzano, the guards up front, Jasmeet Singh and Julian Roche. Roche and Balata had 24 and 25 points respectively in the loss at Western Washington on Tuesday. SFU erasing a 21-point deficit in the second half and forced two tie game situations before they ultimately lost to the Vikings. So SFU wins the tip. MSUB with 4 of their 5 starters averaging in double figures. Balata with the ball goes inside to Roche. Oh, and he finds the cutter underneath for a quick basket. And what a great pass. And Jasmeet Singh scores the first bucket of this game. Now here comes MSUB. 13 is Tyler Green. He's got the ball. Green is the leading scorer as that bucket falls for Melvin Newborn, the forward. Newborn and Rollins are a couple of forwards as well as number 12, Zuron Richmond. Now Simon Fraser Singh gives it to Provenzano. Roche top. Spence cutting, drives baseline, pulls back, shoots, scores. Nice jumper from Othniel Spence. One of 3 Clan players in double figures in scoring. He averages 14 points per game. Little spin move, and he puts it off the glass as Melvin Newborn. Back comes Simon Fraser. Provenzano into the paint, dishes to Spence. He'll hit the 3 ball. Simon Fraser jumps out in front, 7-2. Just a minute and a half into this game. Spence looking for a steal there in the open court. 22 is Zach Rollins. Gives it to Newborn now along the outside. There's a 3 ball put up by Richmond. And going up high for that rebound is Balata. And here he comes. Excellent defender. He can score, and he cuts in the paint, gets his own rebound, but it in and out of his hands, and back come the Yellowjackets. I mentioned 13 is Tyler Green. He's their leading scorer. Rollins averages 15 points per game. He's number 22. And Melvin Newborn Jr., number 20. He just passed the ball there. And Green's shot misses the free ball, and Provenzano leads the attack. Steve Hansen and the SFU bench calling for Argentina. That's the name of this play. Singh backing in on the baseline area, puts it off the glass as he had position down low. Singh averaging 10 points per game for SFU. It's kicked out. Green, three-pointer, he's fouled by Spence. He makes the shot. He will go to the line, and with the possibility of making this a 4-point play. So Spence drew some contact, a little bit of body as he came out to challenge that shot. And Tyler Green will go to the free throw line. Green averaging 16 points per game. A 67% free throw shooter. He missed there. Provenzano, the junior, has the ball, goes wide. Bellata puts up a three, nails it. Wow, Simon Fraser is hitting their outside shots today. Spence guarding Green. They go around the outside. That's Melvin Newborn. Now it's out to number 5, Sven Yosuda. 22 is Rollins. He loses the ball, goes out of bounds. Simon Fraser ball on the turnover. Some great defensive pressure there from Singh. Provenzano was helping out as well. Bellata hands the ball off to Provenzano. He puts up a shot and makes it. Simon Fraser, wow, they're on fire from the outside. Provenzano, a 33% three-point shooter. Yosuda gives it outside to Newborn. Now turning the corner, and at the top of the free throw line, Rollins' shot misses, and Roche comes down with it. There's another three ball off the front of the rim. Roche grabs the rebound, and Simon Fraser will have a reset on the offensive end. Bellata goes inside. There's Spence driving into the paint, drew some contact. Looks like that foul will go against Tyler Green. Take a look at the replay, as the foul is actually going to go against Zach Rollins. That'll be his first. So we have a timeout on the floor, and we will take a timeout as well, with Simon Fraser leading MSU Billings 15-5. You're watching Clan TV, SFU men's basketball from the West Gym.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
All right, we're back to live action here from the West Gym. Wilfred Bellata will be at the free throw line. Simon Fraser out in front, 15-5. Simon Fraser is 6 of 8 from the field to start this game. And now perfect from the free throw line at 1-1. SFU has hit 3 of 4 3-pointers. They are shooting 75% as Balata makes the second as well. I mentioned MSUB enters this game having won 7 of its last 10, including a big win over Western Washington on Thursday in Bellingham. Not an easy place to play. There's a 3-ball put up and is made by Zach Rollins. Rollins averaging 15 points per game for the Yellowjackets. He is their second leading scorer. Balata thought about a 3, gives it to Roche. He goes into the paint on the outside. Little turnaround hook shot, misses. And checking into the game is number 1, Kobe Teresima. He's got the ball, he's with the headband, he drives into the lane. Looks like he's a bit of an energy player, a 6'1" sophomore guard from Boise, Idaho. MSUB draws players from Montana, Idaho, Minnesota, Germany, California, New York, Arizona, Washington State. So they come from everywhere. And there's the drive. He put up a shot, missed, but he was fouled on the way up. So Kobe Teresima is trying to make himself known in this game early on. The score now is 17-10. So also into the game for Simon Fraser. Jordan Muir-Keong. He wears number 5. 24 is Drew Bryson. 13 is Bongani Moya, senior. Roche, Provenzano, Spence, all on the bench. So 2 of 3 starters on the floor, including Balata with the ball there. Gives it to Muir-Keong. He'll set it up for Simon Fraser. 17-10 is your score. Balata, a long 3-ball. It's in and out and then in, so nice as it went around the hoop there and fell. Again, Simon Fraser on fire from the outside to start this game. 45 is Seth Christians. He's also in the paint. He's checked in, being guarded by Singh. Now, the pass from Teresima goes into 32. It looks like that's Brendan Howard, a forward, a freshman. He fell as he was driving through the paint. And it looks like the foul is going to go against. There's Teresima's. It looked like Howard just tripped, went to the ground. As the officials are now here, they're going to look at this one more time. So they're looking for the headset for the replay. And here they come with the headset. They're going to take a look at this foul and see what actually happened. I am talking to the TV crew. They want to use my headset. I am talking to the producer of the webcast. And I'm live on the air. They're trying to get the headset going. So they decided they are going to get it right at the next media timeout. The headset, I guess, wasn't working to the crew that is streaming this game. So 20-10 is your score. MSUB will have the ball. They inbound. Teresima puts it up, grabs it, and misses. And the shot clock expires as the shot hit the bottom of the backboard. So they're going to reset the clock to 13:23 if I hear the officials correctly. Bongani Moya inbounds to Mir King. Bryson gives to Balata. Balata now. Here comes a double team to get the ball out of his hand. And he thought about it, put it up, misses. So that was Bongani Moya. He had a lot of time there. He wasn't planning to shoot it, then did and missed. And MSUB misses on their next possession. So the officials have called, as we look at Bongani there, the senior. Balata's gonna take a seat and Provenzano's gonna come back in to drive the offense here. Mir Keong is also on the floor. Drew Bryson will inbound. He can shoot. They're going to Singh. Turns just inside the three-point line, and the rebound is grabbed by Tyler Green. Teresima gives it to Howard. He's backing into the paint, puts up a shot, makes it. As he recognized the mismatch down low. And Provenzano will bring the ball up the floor, being guarded by Green. Provenzano, he's got Singh inside, gives it to him. Pass was deflected, so he didn't have great position. So Mir Keong takes it to the top. He's being guarded by Teresima, drives into the paint, puts up a shot, and they're going to call travel. He took one too many steps as he drove the lane and got around the big man. And we have a timeout on the floor as you see the SFU dance team coming onto the floor. So we will take a timeout here from the West Gym. You're watching SFU men's basketball, the Clan leading MSU Billings 2012 from the West Gym.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
All right, we're back to the West Gym here on campus of Simon Fraser University. The game officials are reviewing a play that happened earlier in the game at the 15:01 mark. They're going to look to see if a shot was a 2 or a 3. They have just confirmed that it was in fact a three-pointer. So they'll bring the teams back out onto the floor. So great work by the team that are streaming this game. They're also providing the replay camera and for the officials. So MSUB has the ball down by 8. Jordan Mir Keong is guarding the ball. And now MSUB puts up a shot, a 3 ball, they make it. And that was scored by Jordan Lair, who's checked into this game. Provenzano dishes to Mir Keong, gives it to Moya. Now Provenzano puts up a shot and makes it. So Simon Fraser continues to have a hot hand on their outside shooting. They are 7 of 12, actually make that 8 of 13 now in this game. MSUB, Green, their leading scorer, puts up a shot just inside the arc. The rebound is grabbed by Roche, and Provenzano has it, leading the fast break, pulls up, drives into the paint, puts up an awkward looking shot, kind of off balance, and MSUB grabs the rebound, and here they come. Teresima is the number 1 with a headband. He gives it out to Howard for his shot. It misses, and Roche grabs the board. Provenzano into the paint, dishes, looking for Bongani underneath. The ball's knocked around, and here comes a 3-on-2. There's the pass to Howard, puts up a shot off the glass and scores it. So now it's just a 5-point lead for Simon Fraser. MSUB sits 5th in the conference. SFU is 9th. Roche puts up a 3-ball, and that one was left on the rim, and Howard came down with the board. Now it's Green with the ball, averaging 16 points per game. Howard around the outside. Teresima goes inside to Howard on the pick and roll. Nice pass. Found the bounce pass, and Kobe Teresima, sophomore guard from Boise, Idaho, has injected a lot of life into the Yellowjackets lineup, coming off the bench. Near Keong to Provenzano. He puts up a 3-ball, nails it. Nice shot by Mike. Excellent shooter for Simon Fraser. He works on his shot constantly. You see him in the West Gym and off hours on his own with the shooting machine. Moyo guarding Green. Now he went underneath against Teresima. He puts up a hook shot. Moya grabs the rebound, gives it Provenzano. He drives, dishes to Roche, quickly down the floor. He misses. Moya almost had the board, and it looks like it went off the MSUB player's knee and out of bounds, so it will be Simon Fraser ball with a 6-point lead. As Spence, Balata, Singh, Roche, and Provenzano are now into the game for Simon Fraser. That was the starting lineup. Melvin Newborn, Teresima. 5 is Sven Yosuda. They've come in. Also number 12, Zion Richmond. All right, Provenzano to Singh. Spence. Guarded by Newborn, now to Singh in the paint. Bit of a mismatch size-wise. He puts the shot off the rim, and Balata grabs the rebound and then throws it off the MSU player who was on the floor. That was number 11, Jordan Lair. So the ball went out of bounds, but I believe Balata had stepped out of bounds when he attempted to throw it off the MSUB player. So Teresima will bring the ball up the floor, guarded by Spence. Leading scorer Green is on the bench. 20 is Newburn. Newburn Jr. puts up a shot, nails it. And he looks at the Simon Fraser bench after making that shot. A little bit of swagger climbing into his game. 25-21, SFU out in front. Oh, a great pass to Roche, rolling to the hoop as both players from MSUB went to defend the ball. And Balata found Roche cutting to the basket. A beautiful play. Now Spence against Teresima. Newburn Jr. with the ball. 5 is Yosuda. Yosuda with the shot, a 3. He makes it. So Mike Provenzano with the ball. He's got Singh battling for Roche battling for position. He went to pass to Singh, cutting through the middle, and it was a turnover. And MSUB comes down the floor, grabs it, almost lost control, and then the player throws it out of bounds, trying to make a big save. That was number 12, Zuron Richmond. All right, we have 7:05 to play here in the first half. Simon Fraser out in front, 27-24. You're watching SFU men's basketball live from the West Gym on Clan TV.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
All right, we're back to live action here at the West Gym. So after starting this game with on fire from the outside, Simon Fraser is now shooting 52% from the field. That is identical to MSUB, both teams 10 of 19 from the field. The leading scorers for Simon Fraser, Wilfred Balata and Mike Provenzano with 8 points apiece. The leading scorer for MSUB, Brendan Howard, with 6. Simon Fraser is out rebounding the Yellowjackets 12-8. Both teams with 3 turnovers in the game. So pretty close game as the score would indicate. SFU up by 3. Roche kicks it to Balata. Oh, wide open underneath with Singh. And Balata is doing an outstanding job of finding the open man. What a great pass underneath. Terasima finds a teammate. Number 5 is Yosuda, who misses. Spence came down with the ball. Now Balata and Provenzano. As a SFU with all 5 starters in the game will set things up. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Balata. He has been guarded by Zach Rollins. Now it's Spence against Terasima. And we may have a moving screen. No, the foul is going to go against Terasima as he was fighting his way through Singh as he was chasing the ball. That's his first personal foul. Two team fouls for the Yellowjackets. Roche kicks to Spence, open in the corner, wide open, shot misses. Balata tried to grab the rebound, but MSUB came up with it. That was Zach Rollins. Now Tyler Green, the leading scorer, has checked back in. Cuts, rolls, dishes. Richmond, his shot misses. Roche with the board. Provenzano comes back for it. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Inside pass, Roche looking for Singh. That ball intercepted and Green has it. He's going to go into the paint, but Balata tried to steal the ball from behind and fouled him. And that was before he put a shot up. Balata's first. Green, guarded by Provenzano. 20 is Newburn. He's got the ball into the paint, going against Roche. Turns, fires, rolls off the rim, and Singh grabbed it. Provenzano to Singh. He can hit the 3. Balata drives baseline, spins, double team comes. So MSUB is trying to get the ball out of Bellata's hands on the offensive end. Bellata averaging 14 points per game as the Yellowjackets hit that 3 ball. So now it's 29-27, a 2-point game. MSUB trailed by as many as 12 here in the first maybe 5 minutes of this game. Spence put up a little 18-footer that was off the rim. Roche grabbed it, stole it out of the hands of Newburn. Whistle on the play as Drew Bryson checks in and Brendan Howard for the Yellowjackets. If we take a look at the replay, there's the shot by Spence. Newburn had it and then just stripped of the ball by Roche. And the foul is the first. And there's Spence. His shot is short. Newburn with his first personal foul on the play. Now driving into the paint is 22 Rollins. He misses. Roche, who is all over the boards here in this game, he grabs the rebound. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Singh looking for Roche, cutting through the middle. Spence gets it. 17 seconds. There's the 3 ball. Well short by Drew Bryson. I believe that was his first shot of the game, and he is not happy with that shot. So 29-27 is the score. We have a timeout on the floor, and we will also take a timeout here on Clan TV. You're watching SFU men's basketball live from the West Gym.
I'm stuck. Not in a good headspace, and I really need to talk to someone right now.
My roommate seems depressed, and I don't know how to help. I try everything to make her day better, but I just don't know what to do.
I've been struggling to balance school, athletics, and the rest of my life. I've been really overwhelmed, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it.
My parents expect me to be a doctor, but that's just not what I want at all. They'll be devastated if they find out I'm changing my plans.
I miss home, my family, and my friends. I'm just really lonely here.
As a student athlete, I'm expected to handle almost everything on my own. Sometimes, I could really just use someone to talk to.
All right, we're back live here at the West Gym. Simon Fraser out in front of MSU Billings. Both teams are shooting 11 of 24 from the field. That's 46%. Simon Fraser is winning the battle on the boards with 16, led by Julian Roche, who has 7. That's a game-high 7. The Yellowjackets with just 12 boards. Those rebounds have not resulted in extra possessions. As I mentioned, both teams with 24 shot attempts. Both teams have made 5 3-pointers. So Tyler Green has the ball for the Yellowjackets. He gives it to 5. Now back to Green. And after that miss, Simon Fraser still has the lead by 2. Spence into the paint, goes high over the defender. The arcing shot falls. SFU maintains the lead. They have led from start to this point in the game. Now Spence on Green. He's calling the offensive set. He's getting a high screen from Richmond. Uses it, goes into the paint. And there's the shot by Richmond, misses, and Howard comes down with the board, working against Singh underneath. The shot misses. Singh blocked it. The second attempt also missed, and the SFU came up with the ball. Provenzano into the paint, puts up a layup, and he gets it to foul, and he drew the contact. I think that one's going to go against Zach Rollins. Provenzano will go to the free throw lines, and as you see the replay there, it was indeed against Rollins. That's his second, each team with 4 team fouls. Here's Provenzano driving into the paint, and he used his left arm to almost push off Rollins and got the ball to fall. So a great play by Provenzano, the junior guard. He's out of High Point Christian Academy by way of Lake Superior State. That's London, Ontario. So Simon Fraser draws the foul, and Howard will go to the line. 5 team fouls for Simon Fraser. Bongani Moya, who checked in, picked up that foul, his first. Jordan Muir-Keong is also into the game. So Spence and Singh, the 2 starters. Green guarding Muir-Keong. Spence thought about taking that 3, pulls back, puts it up, and gets it a fall. The Leprechaun on the rim was able to knock that one in. Green being guarded by Moyo. He picks up his second foul. That's on back-to-back possessions. Now coming into Simon Fraser is Mike Hannon. He's a junior guard out of Pierce College. He transferred. He's from Spokane Valley, Washington. So Moya, after picking up his second foul, is going to sit down with under 2 minutes to go here. Green against Jordan Muir-Keong, drives into the paint, puts up a shot, awkward shot, but he got the contact. Muir-Keong not happy with it. He didn't have much of a shot there. Keong looked like he was going straight up, but I guess there was some contact as he talks with Hansen, head coach Steve Hansen. So we have a 30-second timeout on the floor. That will give me an opportunity to talk about some of the people who support SFU athletics. VarsityLetters.ca with Howard Samira is the most trusted source for high school and university sports in British Columbia. Visit the website today for news, great story. Howard's an exceptional writer, and much, much more. You can visit VarsityLetters.ca. The SFU Spirit Shop has SFU branded clothing and merchandise and is proud to support SFU athletics. It's located at the Burnaby campus in the Maggie Benson Center. Pick up your SFU athletics swag today. The SFU Spirit Shop, a great partner. They got great gear if you're looking to rep the Leaf in support of SFU. I should also mention that we have a great promotion coming up 1 week from tonight. That is an SFU men's and women's basketball doubleheader. It's the annual whiteout here in the West Gym. Fans are encouraged to wear white, and we will throw hundreds of white Rep the Leaf t-shirts into the crowd. That game is on January 26th. The women's game tips off at 5:15. The men's game will happen about 7:30 p.m. or approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of the women's game. So that's a game you do not want to miss. The SFU West Gym whiteout. All right, 37-29 is the score with 1:40 to go. SFU has pushed the lead back out to 8 points with Tyler Green at the free throw line. Green is a 67% free throw shooter. He is 2 for 4 in this game. Pierre Keong walking the ball up, gives it to Bellotta. Drew Bryson, he's a shooter. To Hannah, now along the outside. Singh can also hit a 3. Pierre Keong drives, top of the key, puts it off. It was off right, and the Yellowjackets come up with it. Here they come in transition. Oh, Green, wow, he puts up an NBA three-pointer. The ball knocked around, and Bellotta finally comes down with a rebound with 1:09 to go. Here comes the double team as they try and get it out of Bellotta's hands. The pass intercepted by Green. He goes deep on the transition fast break. It's turned over by the Yellowjackets. Simon Fraser comes back. Bellotta to Singh. He slows up now. Drew Bryson drives baseline. He pulls it up, and Simon Fraser will run some clock. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 41 in the first half. Singh gives it to Mir Keong. Now 8 seconds on the shot clock. Drew Bryson drives, pulls up, just inside the three-point line, misses. Mike Hanna came down with the ball, and it looks like there's a foul underneath. It may go against MSUB. That was number 12, Zuron Richmond. It is indeed against Zuron Richmond, as the loose ball foul will send Drew Bryson to the free throw line. As coming into the game is number 11, Jordan Lair. As Rollins takes a seat. So there's 16 seconds on the game clock. Simon Fraser will hold this ball for their last possession with a 6-point lead. Drew Bryson kicks Singh into the quarter. Pierre Keong drives, puts up a shot, misses. The Yellowjackets come down with the ball. And here's a desperation shot from just outside their own three-point line, and that falls well off the mark. So at the end of the first half, Simon Fraser is leading this game 37-31, and now I'm joined by Mike Provenzano. Mike, can I get your thoughts on the first half?
I think a big key is we came out strong. You know, a lot of games this year so far, we came out too short and we dug ourselves a hole, and it's hard to come back in this conference because everybody's good. We came out strong. You know, they went on a bit of a run and hit us in the mouth, and we were resilient, and we were able to keep our lead. I think that was the big thing.
Now, what do you have to focus on in the second half to sustain and keep this momentum going?
I think right now we did a pretty good job on the glass. I thought the times we allowed them second chance points hurt us. The times we let them beat us in transition hurt us. Offensively, I think we're flowing pretty well right now. We're getting good looks. Couple turnovers, clean up a couple turnovers and clean up the glass, and I think we win this game.
Awesome. Excellent, Mike. Thanks very much. Good luck in the second half. There you have it. Mike Provenzano, the leader of the SFU men's basketball team, the junior from London, Ontario. So here we are. Simon Fraser is leading Montana State University Billings 37-31 at the half. We will take a break. You're watching SFU men's basketball live from the West Gym.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Hi, my name is Lauren Friedman. I'm in my 5th year of biomedical engineering at SFU, and I play on the women's volleyball team. My first work term was at a company called Braceworks Custom Orthotics, and I did research and product development on a chest brace for pectus carinatum. And my second work term was at a company called Plantiga, where I did research on their insoles that collect data for professional athletes in the military. SFU athletics and co-op have helped facilitate my journey through university by helping me apply what I learned in my sport into the classroom, and also what I learned in the classroom into my sport, and then putting it all together in the real world really helped narrow my focus. I would recommend that SFU athletes participate in co-op because not a lot of people get to play the sport that they love and be in school, and not a lot of people get to explore different areas of work that they love and also play their sport. So putting all those three things together is really a unique opportunity that not a lot of people get.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves. Our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
I'm stuck. Not in a good headspace, and I really need to talk to someone right now.
My roommate seems depressed, and I don't know how to help. I try everything to make her day better, but I just don't know what to do.
I've been struggling to balance school, athletics, and the rest of my life. I've been really overwhelmed, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it.
My parents expect me to be a doctor, but that's just not what I want at all. They'll be devastated if they find out I'm changing my plans.
I miss home, my family, and my friends. I'm just really lonely here.
As a student athlete, I'm expected to handle almost everything on my own. Sometimes, I could really just use someone to talk to.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
Welcome back to the West Gym. Great Northwest Athletic Conference men's basketball action. Simon Fraser leading Montana State University Billings 37-31 at the half. High score for Simon Fraser, while a couple of players in double-digit scoring. Mike Provenzano has 11 points on 4 of 5 shooting. He was 2 for 2 on threes. And Othniel Spence, his backcourt mate, was 4 of 8, shooting 2 of 4 on threes. So Simon Fraser did a pretty good job on the boards as well, led by Julian Roche with 7 boards. He also chipped in with 2 baskets on 1 of 4 shooting. For MSUB, the high scorer, well, no player had reached double figures, but Brendan Howard, who came off the bench, had 8 points and 5 rebounds in the game. He was 3 of 7 from the field. Zach Rollins had 6 points and Tyler Green had 5. Now, typically, MSUB has had 5 players score in double figures, including Green, who averaged 16. Rollins averages 15. Melvin Newburn Jr., 13 and a half, and Brendan Howard with 13. So we are going to be joined by head coach Steve Hansen is joining us now. Steve, tell us, what did you like in the first half?
Yeah, good energy overall. We did a very good job on the boards. We gave up a couple offensive boards that we got to make sure we cut out because you play 20 seconds of great D and then give up an offensive board, that's hard. But no, I just like our energy. They're a good team. They're going to keep shooting it. And we got to stay tough for 20 more minutes.
Now they have 5 players who average in double figures scoring.
Yes.
You guys are doing a fantastic job of challenging their shots and making it difficult for them.
Yep. Yeah, our defensive energy has to be great. We can't have let-ups this half because they have great shooters. And, their point guard, he's an outstanding 3-point shooter. Wasn't hot the first half, but we know he's going to keep shooting it. So that's where we got to be tough.
All right, well, good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Steve.
There you have it. SFU men's basketball head coach Steve Hansen, able to share with us his thoughts on the first half. Hansen in his 3rd season with Simon Fraser. He coached at Terry Fox High School, which has a great high school basketball program in the Lower Mainland. Steve has improved the win totals of the Clan in his first 2 seasons. And he has Simon Fraser here this season. They are 7-8 overall. 1-6 in the GNAC. There are no easy games in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference. So as Steve mentioned in the interview, SFU is doing a great job challenging the shots and holding the high scores for the Yellowjackets to 36% shooting. SFU shot 10% better at 47%, 14 of 30 from the field, 6 of 12 on threes. So the Yellowjackets can get hot at any time. He said that. Simon Fraser has 20 minutes here to continue to control the defensive end. So it looks like all 5 starters for Simon Fraser are back into the game. For the Yellowjackets, they also have all 5 starters in the game. Rollins puts up a shot, misses, and Spence quickly back down the floor. Here he comes, pulls up. There's a wall of defenders in front of him. Roche now at the top, along the outside. Balata to Provenzano. He'll reset. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Spence, one of the top scorers for the Clan. He shoots that one, misses. High arcing rebound is grabbed by Richmond. Tyler Green now with the ball. The high score for the Yellowjackets. He averages, as I mentioned, 16 points per game. Provenzano drives into the paint, draws contact against Green, but they're going to call an offensive foul there. So the foul is going to go against Provenzano. That's the first here in the second half. And that's Provenzano's first. As you look at the replay, drove in. Geez, I don't know if Tyler Green had his feet set on that when we look at the replay.
What's that? I need to set my game day check.
So they're going to clean up some of the perspiration that's on the floor. And here comes Simon Fraser now. Bit of pressure in the backcourt against Green. 12 is Richmond. He's got the ball, gives it to there's another shot. That time falls for Rollins. As the name I was looking for was Yosuda, number 5. Drew a blank there. So it's a 3-point game. Provenzano. Simon Fraser looks pretty efficient, pretty methodical on the offensive end. Balata. Roche thought about a 3. Shot clock winding down. 5, 4. Provenzano misses. Almost came up with the rebound, but then it was grabbed by Rollins. Green now to Richmond against Roche. Has to give it back to Green. Great defense there by Roche, challenging the shot. Here's the drive. Spin. Richmond puts up a shot, misses, and Balata comes down with it. Here he comes. All 5 players for the Yellowjackets are back. They're guarding the key, filling it. Provenzano puts up a 3 and makes it. Mike Provenzano. He is hot from the outside. He has made all 3 of his shots. There's a steal by Balata. Comes up with it. Scores the basket. No foul on the contact. Steve Hansen was looking for the foul there. Here comes the pressure from SFU again. And Balata in the backcourt as they chase down. Now it looks like a 3-ball nails it. Is Zach Rollins, who, that's the trade-off. He was left all alone in the corner for the 3-ball when you come with the pressure up front, and if they break the pressure, it often leaves somebody open underneath. As the energy in this game has started to pick up a little bit. Roche kicks it to Provenzano, who gives it to Spence. Othniel Spence with the 3-ball. Excellent shot. He's got a little bit of a limp after he made that shot. But wow, as we look at the replay, Provenzano, the quick pass to Spence in the corner, and he makes it. You can see him wincing a little bit. So we have a timeout here at the West Gym with 16:52 to go, so we will take a break. SFU men's basketball is leading MSUB 45-37. We'll be back after this.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
All right, we're back here in the West Gym. Simon Fraser is on fire from the outside. They are now 8 of 15 on 3 balls, as Othniel Spence just nailed one from the corner to give SFU an 8-point lead, and the Yellowjackets immediately called timeout to sort of stem the momentum that SFU was starting to build. The energy has picked up here in the game. You can feel it on the court. Defensively, the teams are starting to dig in. They're a little bit more aggressive. Each possession now is going to be really important. Drew Bryson comes into the game for SFU, and Spence is now on the bench. Spence winced a little bit. He looked like his calf was a little sore. He's now on the bench in the corner trying to work it out, as there's a right back at you 3 by Rollins. Rollins now with 12 points. He is leading the Yellowjackets in scoring. He has made all 4 3-pointers. Simon Fraser passing it around. Now Drew Bryson with a 3-ball. That's his shot. He misses. Singh with the rebound. He's fouled on the way up. No call. He loses the ball, and Rollins comes down with it. Here comes Green. Long pass. Oh, out of the hands of Yosuda as he went deep. Now Bongani Moya is coming into the game for Roche, and Simon Fraser will go a little smaller now. We'll keep our eye on Spence, who is riding the bike right now. You can see him in the back of the screen in the corner. SFU has a bike there for him to try and work it, his leg and his calf out. Balata in the paint, puts up a shot, misses, grabs, almost grabs his own rebound, going against Richmond. So the foul is going to go against Balata as he drew contact against the face of Richmond. So we have a timeout on the floor with under 6 minutes to play here in the second half, so we will take a timeout as well. Simon Fraser leading MSUB 45-40. You're watching SFU men's basketball from the West Gym live on Clan TV. All right, we're live here at the West Gym. Simon Fraser up by 5, MSUB in possession of the ball. The Yellowjackets hold down the 5th spot in the GNAC after an 81-72 overtime win over Western Washington. The Yellowjackets have brought into the game their energy player, that's number 1, Teresima. And he drives into the paint as we look at the rebound, the replays. You saw him drive into the paint on the fast break, put up a shot, and drew the contact as well, so he will go to the free throw line, and this is really anybody's game here in the West Gym. Simon Fraser trying to end a 5-game losing streak. SFU is 9th in the conference. It's a 2-point game. Bryson to Provenzano. Drives, pulls up, misses. Yellowjackets come down with a rebound. It's Teresima with the headband, number 1. Hands off to Rollins. Oh, he's fouled. Oof. I'm not sure I like that foul. But it's going to go against Mike Provenzano, and he's going to have 3 shots from the free throw line. As we take a look at the replay, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think there was a lot of body contact on that. But Rollins will go to the line. He's an 85% free throw shooter. He misses his first. I should mention that's 2 personal fouls on Provenzano, both picked up here in the second half. Rollins makes the second and has a chance to tie the game here at 45. MSUB has never led in this game. Simon Fraser has led from start to finish, and they continue to do, but the offensive board grabbed by MSUB. Rollins misses a 3 ball. Finally, he misses a 3, and Provenzano comes down with it, driving into the paint, kicks out. Here's Bongani. He nails it! Wow, Moya hits the 3 for Simon Fraser to give them a little bit of breathing room. Teresima quickly back. Oh, there's a long 3 ball, and he nails it. Both of these teams can shoot. That was Richmond who nailed that 3. Provenzano to Roche, who was checked back in. He replaced Singh. Roche, 3 ball. Off the front of the rim, rebound grabbed by Teresima. And we have a whistle on the floor. He may have stepped out of bounds when he grabbed that rebound. But we have a foul. Take a look at the replay as he pushed Provenzano from behind. So Simon Fraser will retain possession of the ball. We'll have another possession as Brendan Howard checks in. He's number 32. He led the Yellowjackets in scoring at the half. He's got 8 points. Galata. Provenzano. Roche now finds Provenzano. He's got Galata underneath. They give it to him. He drives into the paint, knocks over his man. So he's going to draw the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. No, they will not go. He will not shoot free throws, so he wasn't putting the shot up. So we look at the replay, back them in, and then fell over him. Simon Fraser will have possession. And a 1-point lead. Galata. Oh, Bongani pulls up the rebound, misses a shot, but then Galata grabs the rebound, he misses, and quickly back come the Yellowjackets. Teresima now. There's the 3, and the lead for MSUB for the first time in this game. They now have a 50-48 lead. Roche has position underneath. Provenzano tried to get him the ball, was an errant pass, and it goes out of bounds. so MSUB trailing up by 2 for the first time in this game. Coming in is number 11, Jordan Lair. They also have Richmond, Yosida, and Howard on the floor. Teresima against Balata. Oh, they go inside. Oh, we got a foul underneath. That'll be the third on Bongani Moya. As we take a look at the replay. Bongani Moya was all over him. That's his third personal foul. So he will get subbed out. Ocean Singer both back in the game. Howard missed. It was a really tough shot underneath with both Singh and Roche guarding him and patrolling the paint. They are a couple of players that changed shot selection in the game. Balata drives, baseline. Oh, he was going for the drive. He's blocked, grabbed his own rebound, went back up against 45, Seth Christians, and he got the contact. And Christians was over top of him, so the official called the foul.
13th foul of the half MSUB.
And that's his first.
Number 10, Wilbert Balata.
So Balata makes the first, and he can tie the game with 12:44 to go. As we look at the replay, Balata misses, and coming down with the ball is Christians. Tyler Green is 13 to Howard. Green, the leading scorer on the Yellowjackets, being guarded by Provenzano. Teresima now. Look for Howard rolling, goes off his foot. It's going to be a foot whistle as Balata is going to be subbed, and Othniel Spence is going to come back into the game for Simon Fraser. Spence with 13 points in this game, 3 of 6 on threes. Tyler Green against Provenzano. Teresima drives into the paint, kicks it out to Howard. His shot misses. He falls trying to get the foul called. They've had a couple of three-point fouls where the Yellowjackets have been able to go to the line and get 3 free throws, but not that time. Drew Bryson against number 11, Lair. So Jordan Muir-Keong comes in, Provenzano sits. Simon Fraser in possession. There's the inbound to Drew Bryson. He puts up a shot underneath and he scores it. Finally, he's on the board. We've got a game here as Drew Bryson is now 1 of 4 after making that. He is a shooter, and they need him to get hot in this game. There's the defense against Teresima. Underneath to Howard, he's fouled from behind as he went up, and Singh came from behind. No, it's actually going to go against Julian Roche. So Roche will draw the foul. And that is his first personal foul. He has 2 points and 8 rebounds in this game. So we have a timeout here in the West Gym, and as we take a look at that replay, as it looked like Roche had gone straight up. I thought they were going to call the foul against Singh, but they chose Roche, and we will move along. It is 51-50 for SFU leading Montana State University Billings Yellowjackets. We'll be back after this timeout. You're watching Clan TV live from the West Gym.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder. the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back to the West Gym. What a game we have here, 51-50. Simon Fraser out in front. This game has seesawed back and forth here in the second half. Simon Fraser led early by as many as 12. That was 5 minutes into the game. MSU finally was able to tie the game here in the second half. And they have taken the lead. And now we've got potentially a 1-point game if Howard can make his second free throw. He does. So Spence, Jordan Muir-Kyong, he's got the ball there. Singh, Roche, and Drew Bryson on the floor for Simon Fraser. Bryson looking to go inside to Roche. His pass misses him, and back come the Yellowjackets quickly on the fast break. And Othniel Spence strips the ball in the fast break. He does a great job of getting back, and he knocked the ball out of Christian's hand. And then the ball went out of bounds, so it'll be Yellowjackets ball. Green, Rollins. He gets really high in his shots. Oh, and the ball went out of Drew Bryson's hands to Howard, now to Green. His shot misses. Howard again trying for the rebound, knocks it out of bounds, and it'll be Simon Fraser ball. So Howard off the bench has been active for the Yellowjackets, especially on the boards. He has 7 in this game. That more than doubles the next closest player on his team. Roche has 8 and Balata 7 boards for Simon Fraser. Spence to Singh, thought about shooting, then gives it to Muir-Kyong. Spence, he will shoot that, puts up the 3, makes it. Othniel Spence, thank you very much. Now 4 of 7 on 3s. Here comes Rollins, the ball out of his hands, being guarded by Bryson. There's the shot, and it's scored. So this game is tied again at 54. Simon Fraser starting to slow things down now as we approach the 10-minute mark in this game. Bryson drives. Oh, he's going against the big man, and he says, not in my house. He is patrolling the paint and came up with a big block there, knocked it out of bounds. As Terasima goes to the bench for the Yellowjackets, Kobe Terasima. Four seconds on the shot clock. Roche, 3 ball, makes it. Simon Fraser needed that. And Roche delivered, the big man. Now with 5 points in this game. Green drives into the paint, looks for someone to give it to, finds Rollins in the corner. Wow, Rollins is hot, he scores that one. Rollins now with 18 points in this game to lead all scorers. 5 of 6 on 3s. Simon Fraser will have to tighten up. Muir-Kyong went for the basket. It was blocked by the Yellowjackets, and they come up with the ball. As Seth Christians will sit down. That was the number 45 if you look at the replay. Kyong tried to get that, and the big man, center, 6'11", junior for the Yellowjackets, Seth Christians, and now he's on the bench after that big block. Rollins being guarded by Spence, now Green into the paint against Roche, went up high over him with an arcing shot, and he scored it. The Yellowjackets now up 59-57. Just under 9 minutes to go in this second half. Roche gives it to Mir Keong. Now around the outside, Spence with it. Puts up a shot. Oh, in your face. He was guarded by Malvin Newburn Jr. And Spence is feeling it tonight. Othniel Spence now 5 of 8 on threes, and he's got 19 points. So Rollins, let's see if he can answer back. He misses. But the offensive board is grabbed and intercepted by Spence. There he comes on the fast break into the key, misses, and the Yellow Jackets come down with the rebound. Melvin Green passes. Now Rollins. Rollins, 5 of 7 on threes. Spence guarding him. They are going head to head. Tyler Green stripped of the ball by Jordan Miar Kyung. Here he comes back. It's a 5-on-4 for Simon Fraser. Somebody's got to be open, and yes, they do find him. Underneath, Jasdeep Singh scores that one to give Simon Fraser a 3-point lead. 7.5 minutes to go. So it looks like Balata is going to be called for the foul against Green in the open court there. As we look at the replay, there's Roche finding Singh underneath to score it and give Simon Fraser the 3-point cushion. So we are going to leave it here for this timeout. But there are some mentions I want to make. If today's game is being live streamed on YouTube, and you can watch it at SFU at athletics.sfu.ca MMB Live. Live stats for this game and all SFU games are available at athletics.sfu.ca/livestats. And the game, if you want to watch it again, will be on demand at athletics.sfu.ca/on-demand. Just a reminder, you can now purchase tickets to SFU men's basketball home games online, and you will save money. Visit athletics.sfu.ca/tickets to buy yours today and save $2 on every ticket. Admission is free for all SFU students and all FIC students and staff. Parking is also free at all SFU athletics events for fans 90 minutes prior to the start of an event. Visit our website for all the details and for the parking code. It's great family entertainment. It's over in 2 hours, and the tickets are inexpensive. There is no reason not to come out and watch the basketball here in the West Gym as Tyler Green, misses the free throw as Provenzano is back into the game for SFU, along with Jordan Mier Kyong and Othniel Spence. They are the guards. Singh and Roche up front. There's a shot, a right-hander from the free throw line, misses by Provenzano. He hasn't missed many tonight, just 3 shots. Oh, and there's a big block by Roche. He grabbed the rebound as well and gave it to Provenzano. Roche starting to feel it now and impact this game at both ends. Roche inside underneath to Jordan Mier Kyong. Oh, he back to the basket, put a shot up off the glass. Missed it. The rebound was grabbed by the Yellow Jackets, number 5, Yosuda, and then Mier Kyong grabbed the ball. As we look at the replay, there was the big block by Roche. But back at the other floor, Kyong was able to get his hands on the ball and get a jump ball, so it's possession arrow in favor of SFU. So with a 3-point lead, the Clan will have a fresh 30-second shot clock. Singh now with the ball, gives it to Mier Kyong, to Provenzano. Gets a high screen, now gives it to Singh. 3 ball. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Jasdeep Singh with the 3. Simon Fraser with a 6-point lead. The Clan trying to end their losing streak on home court. Green now goes inside, intercepted by Spence. With under 6 minutes to play now, the Clan will walk the ball up the floor. Singh, near Keon, as they do a dribble handoff on the outside. Oh, Provenzano lost the handle. It's grabbed by the Yellowjackets, and racing down the floor and trying to put up a shot was number 12, Richmond, but he was fouled by Mir Keong. That's his 3rd personal foul, and that's 19 fouls for SFU. As we get a chance to look at the replay, there he is driving the lane, and Mir Keong just came down with the arm across the hands and the ball. He was not going to let him have a free one. He had to earn it from the free throw line. He makes his first. Zubron Richmond. Now some substitutions coming in for both teams. Balata for Simon Fraser, Howard, and Terasima for the Yellowjackets. He has had a big impact on this game energy-wise. Terasima has. He's got 5 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 4 from the field. Spence, he has been the high scorer for SFU. Oh, he goes underneath. What a great pass to see Julian Roche rolling to the hoop. Othniel Spence is doing it all for Simon Fraser. Scoring, passing, intercepting. There's Green. His shot, he makes it about a 16-footer. So he keeps the Yellowjackets hanging around. Now it's a 4-point lead. Provenzano tried to draw the foul against Green. He goes underneath, dribbling around, pulls out and gives it to Roche and gets it back. Now Balata gets a screen from Roche. Rolls to the hoop. They give it to Singh on the outside. Now Provenzano, 8 seconds on the shot clock. He puts up a 3 and nails it. Mike Provenzano, Simon Fraser. Their outside shooting has come to life here and they need it. Simon Fraser is shooting 47% from the field, but check this out, they're shooting 60% on threes. Simon Fraser now 14 of 23. As we look at the replay, the ball gets kicked out to Singh, then Provenzano, there's his check, he gets the high screen and shoots it and nails the shot. So Mike Provenzano, he is perfect on threes. He's 4 of 4. Spence is 5 of 8. Singh 1 of 2. Bongani Moya 1 of 2. Balata 2 of 2. And Roche is 1 of 3 on 3 balls. Simon Fraser now with a 7-point lead with 4.5 minutes to play here in the second half. By contrast, the Yellowjackets, they're shooting from the three-point line pretty well as well at 46%, 11 of 24. Terasima goes in the corner, 3 balls missed, rebound grabbed by SFU. And that was Roche. And was he able to call a timeout? As we look at the replay, there's the 3 that went up from Green. Roche grabbed it, he was on the floor. Looks like he was calling timeout. The official was underneath, and he indeed did call timeout in time. So Simon Fraser will retain possession. We are going to have a media timeout here in the second half. So we will take a break as well. Simon Fraser leading MSUB Yellowjackets 70-63. You're watching men's basketball on Clan TV live from the West Gym.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To to create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
We're back live at the West Gym. Simon Fraser out in front, 70-63 over MSUB. Here comes a little bit of pressure from the Yellowjackets. Simon Fraser 7-8 overall this season, 1-6 in GNAC play, trying to win their second game in the GNAC on home court and snap a 5-game losing streak. Roche, cross court, Provenzano drives, pulls up, shoots, misses, rebound grabbed by Teresima. Here comes the Yellowjackets on the flat. Oh, there's the hot shooter. He found him. That's Rollins. He misses. He hasn't missed often tonight. There's Green. Oh, and he puts up a shot. There's a foul on that shot. So he will go to the free throw line for 3 shots. That's the 3rd time in this game the Yellowjackets have been fouled on a 3-ball. The foul is against Balata. This is not good. That is his 5th personal foul, so he will have to check out of this game. Balata will leave the game with 11 points and 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 3 of 8 from the field and 2 of 2 on threes. He will be missed here in the final 4 minutes of this game, at least the second half. The Yellowjackets, by contrast, are 9-6 overall this season and 4-3 in the conference. And they defeated Western Washington in overtime on Thursday. So Green pulls the Yellowjackets to within 4 now, 70-66. Roche, high screen. Here comes the double team. He gets it to Singh. Now to Provenzano, 3-ball. Oh, it goes in and out, and the rebound is grabbed by the Yellowjackets, and here they come. Teresima drives, steps out of bounds on the turnover as he looked to kick it back outside to his teammate, Malvin Newburn Jr., but he stepped on the line. Spence, now to Nurkiong inside the Roche, being guarded by Howard. Oh, going to go cross court to a cutting Spence from the weak side. And the ball was deflected out of bounds by the Yellowjackets. So SFU will have 11 seconds on the shot clock. Provenzano to inbound. Finds Spence, being guarded by Rollins. He's tall and long. Spence drives. Rollins went for that block, and Spence went for the reverse underneath and scored it. Othniel Spence has been terrific in this game. Oh, and there's going to be a foul called as we look at the replay. Spence against Rollins. Here comes the drive. He goes, there goes he knew he was going to try and block that shot, and he went underneath and reversed and scored it. And it looks like the Yellowjackets were called on that foul. It would have been Howard, and that's just his first personal foul. So with 2:44 in the game, Simon Fraser will have possession of the ball when we come back. SFU is leading MSUB 72-66. You're watching SFU men's basketball live on Clan TV. All right, we're back here in the West Gym. Let me set the stage for you. 2:44 to go in the second half. Simon Fraser has the ball and a 6-point lead. On the floor for SFU, Provenzano, Muir-Keong, Singh, Roche, and Spence. Spence has been the hot scorer. He's got 21 points in this game, and Simon Fraser has been on fire from the three-point line, shooting almost 60%, 14 of 24. Wilfred Balata has fouled out of this game for Simon Fraser. Provenzano. Oh, he finds the cutter. Oh, Roche misses. That was almost an easy lay-in, but he missed it. And the Yellowjackets, Tyler Green now into the corner. Howard fakes the shot, drives, puts up a shot, and he's fouled by Roche as he was driving into the paint. So that's 2 fouls on Roche. Howard will go to the line. Howard, a 71% free throw shooter. He is 5 of 5 now in this game, which only tells me he's due to miss this shot here. He puts it up, and it's short. Almost grabbed the offensive rebound, but Simon Fraser comes up with it. That was Melvin Newburn Jr. who grabbed it nearly. Simon Fraser now under 2 minutes to go, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Muir-Keong guarded by Teresima, now Roche, being guarded by Howard. Finds, now Provenzano on the outside, drives into the paint, gives it to Roche, he loses the handle. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Muir-Keong, 3-ball, yes! Simon Fraser scores it! Jordan Muir-Keong scores it. The officials whistle it. They're going to take a look at the replay to see if this was indeed a 3-ball. We're going to take a look at the replay as well. There's Roche losing it. You can see Muir-Keong, 3-ball. He's well outside the 3-point line. We are going to take the officials are going to take a look at the shot clock now to see if time had expired prior. So they're checking to see if time had expired before he got the shot off. Ball comes out to Muir-Keong. Oh, and it looks like he gets it off in time. Now, I'm not the official in the game, and I'm not unbiased, but it looked to me like he got it off. So they are indeed agreeing with me. The 3-ball will count. Simon Fraser now leads 75-67 with 1:39 to go in this game. The Simon Fraser coaches are imploring the Clan to dig in on the defensive end. Tyler Green, the leading scorer, has the ball. Gives it to Teresima. He drives into the paint, kicks it out. There's Rollins. He drives into the paint, dishes. Green with a 3-ball. He nails it against Provenzano with 1:20. Oh, there's the inbound pass from Singh looking for Jordan Muir-Keong. Almost intercepted by Teresima, but he fouled Muir-Keong as he went for the steal. So they are not calling a foul. They are calling, it looks like they are going to check the monitor now and to see what indeed did happen in this game. So they're give the officials credit. They are going to make sure they get it right in this game. There's 1:17 to go in the second half. Simon Fraser is up 75-70. So the crack crew, Jiwong Hong, Kender Ho, Gabe Lin, making things happen behind the scenes as they're feeding the replays to the officials. They're watching the inbound pass to see what happened. So we'll see what the call is on the floor. I'm not entirely sure. So it will be Simon Fraser ball to inbound. They've got a 5-point lead. Singh will inbound. Here comes the pressure, full court. Singh looking to give it to Spence. He does, gives it to Provenzano. Here they comes the Clan. Oh, and he's fouled by Teresima. And that is a open court foul as Simon Fraser was on the fast break. That is now 5 team fouls on the Yellowjackets. So they are going to try and get the fouls up so they can send the Clan to the free throw line because they are down by 2 possessions. Spence now will inbound. He's got Nir Keong and Provenzano. He gives it to Provenzano. Here comes the double team. Provenzano watching. Gives it to Singh. Oh, and he's fouled from behind by Melvin Newburn Jr. So that's his second. And Singh will go to the free throw line. Singh, a 70% free throw shooter. He now has made his first. If he can make this one, it will be a 3-possession game. He misses. Rebound grab by Howard. Here come the Yellowjackets. Green into the middle of the court. Finds Teresima, drives, baseline, almost blocked by Roche. He misses, grabs the rebound, and now Roche is fouled, so he made a great play to grab the rebound and then was fouled. That stopped the clock at 57.6 seconds to go. That is the 8th team foul. And Roche now at the free throw line. Roche, a 65% free throw shooter. They need him, and he misses this one. Rebound knocked out by Singh, and it's grabbed by Teresima. Here he comes. Yellowjackets hanging around. Howard drives off the glass. That's a 2-ball. 76-72 is now your score. The officials whistled the play dead there as Simon Fraser was about to inbound. Now they're going to have a little chat. So the pressure is coming by the Yellowjackets. And Singh is your inbounder. They have run. Looks like they're going to have to put, I would imagine, reset the shot clock to 30. They in fact do. So 30 seconds on the shot clock. 49 seconds on the game clock. SFU up by 4. They get the ball into Provenzano, and he's fouled by Teresima. So Mike Provenzano will go to the free throw line. Provenzano is an 86% free throw shooter. Bongani Moya is coming in. Roche is getting subbed out. I suspect it is because they are going to be shooting frees, the Yellowjackets are, after these free throws. So Provenzano, as I mentioned, 86% free throw shooter, makes his first. 5-point lead. Provenzano makes his second. Provenzano with 18 points in the game. Green drives, dishes. Rollins with a 3-ball. Wow, a long 3, he makes it. And there is another whistle underneath. So Rollins is 6 of 9 on threes. As we look at the replay, they kick it. Look where he shoots that from, just in front of the Yellowjackets bench. And that was a deep, deep 3-ball. Rollins has 6 threes in the game. He leads all scorers. Him and Othniel Spencer tied, 21 points apiece. 35.8 seconds to play here in the second half. The officials are going to look at the replay camera again. 78-75 is your score. Checking the clock, they want to get the time right. There's the shot as they look at the replay with the officials. They're discussing how much time they are going to put on the clock. I believe it may go up to 37 seconds. So they're resetting it to 38.1. So Steve Hansen is correct. Every time the Yellowjackets make a basket, the officials are stopping the clock to check things, and that's giving the Yellowjackets a timeout and a chance to reset their defense here. Muir Keong gives to Singh inbounds. Back to Jordan Muir Keong. Here comes Howard. He's going to foul him. SFU was able to run the clock down to 33.2 seconds. So as we look at the replay, Singh gives the ball back to Jordan Muir Keong. He gets fouled, and as he runs, he puts up the shot anyways, scores it, it doesn't count. So he makes his free throw. Now 10 team fouls for the Yellowjackets, so Keong will shoot both. He's a 92% free throw shooter. So he makes the second as well. It is now a 2-possession, 5-point lead. Here comes Simon Fraser with some pressure to get that clock to run down. Teresima drives into the paint, kicks it out to Howard for a 3-ball. Howard scores it. Singh grabs it. He's going to inbound now. Finds Provenzano. He's fouled hard by 2 players underneath. Now that could be a flagrant foul 1, possibly. As we look at the replay, there's Teresima drives, dishes out to Howard. He makes the 3, and that brings the score to 80-78 as Provenzano goes to the free throw line. Provenzano is 3 for 3 on free throws here tonight. He's an 86% free throw shooter. He's taken his time. 23 seconds on the game clock. Provenzano makes the first. So this will make it a 2-possession game if he can score this one. Oh, he misses. He misses. So the Yellowjackets are trailing by 3. Teresima has the ball. They'll go for a 3-ball. There's Rollins from well behind the line. He misses, but the rebound's knocked out. Now Howard with a 3-ball. He misses as well. Rollins grabs the rebound, puts up a 3. He's fouled in the corner. Are you kidding me? For the 4th time in this game, the Yellowjackets are fouled on the 3-ball, and Rollins will have an attempt to tie this game with 6.2 seconds left. As there's the replay, Howard's miss, short, Rollins grabs it, puts it up. Are you kidding me? There barely looked like there was contact in the corner by Spence. Rollins, he can tie this game if he makes all 3. Rollins is an excellent free throw shooter. He shoots 86%. Roche is going to check in for the potential rebound. So Hansen and the fans are on their feet. They're making noise, trying to distract Rollins. There's his second shot. It is good as well. 81-80 is now your score. Moya is sitting down and Roche is in. Simon Fraser has 1 timeout remaining. Rollins is at the free throw line. Everybody is in to rebound this ball for SFU. There's the shot, and he makes it. So Rollins has tied the score, 81-81. There is 6.2 seconds left on the clock. And Simon Fraser will have a chance to win this game. So with this timeout, we're going to stay right here and pick up the action as the teams come out of the timeout. I will remind you that the SFU men's and women's basketball team will be in action a week from tonight in the West Gym Whiteout. It's a game you don't want to miss. Hundreds of t-shirts will be tossed into the crowd. Rep the Leaf t-shirts throughout both games. The West Gym Whiteout will take place on January 26th, 5:15 tip-off for the women, 7:30 for the men. As we're going to take another look at the replay, there's Teresima. There's the first 3 that missed by Rollins, well off. Provenzano knocked the ball out. Howard had a shot well short. And there's Rollins. Look at that. Othniel Spence did not have any contact with Rollins. He fell down, and great shooters do that. They'll put up the shot, and then they'll fall down to draw the foul. Look at that. There is no contact on the arm. There's no contact on the body, and that was flat out just a missed call by the official. As he comes down, he's looking at the play. So we're back. Here's the inbound pass. Mir Keong will give it to Provenzano. The clock is starting to go. Provenzano drives, kicks to Mir Keong, puts up the 3. Oh, he misses! Wide right. Jordan Mir Keong missed the shot. He was well outside the 3-point line, and that will send us to overtime. So we will take a break as we get set to reset things for a 5-minute overtime period. You're watching SFU men's basketball. What a game, live from the West Gym on Clan TV.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
We're back live at the West Gym. Simon Fraser and MSU Billings are headed to overtime. will be the second overtime game of the season for SFU. They lost 85-84 in overtime at Central Washington on January 10th. Simon Fraser had a 3-point lead in a phantom foul with 6.2 seconds left in the game in the second half. Put Rollins on the free throw line for 3 free throws, and he made all 3 to tie this game. Jordan Mier-Keong had a desperation shot well outside the 3-point line, a chance to win the game, but he missed wide right off the rim, and that has brought us to overtime. Simon Fraser trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. So one of the players, starters for SFU, Wilfred Balata, has fouled out of this game. Here's Tyler Green driving into the paint, the heart of the defense, and scores it. A 2-point Yellowjackets lead. Spence, he's the high scorer for SFU with 21 points. Gives it to Provenzano. Provenzano shoots it, 3-ball. Oh, in and out, and the rebound is grabbed by Rollins. Zach Rollins with 24 points in this game. He's been on fire, shooting 7 of 15. He is number 22 with a white headband. It goes to Newbird. He drives into the paint, kicks it out to Howard. In the corner, shoots, misses, and Spence grabs the rebound. Othniel Spence is 5 of 8 on threes. He's had the hot hand for Simon Fraser along with Provenzano. Mier-Keong to Provenzano, being guarded by Green inside the Roche. Ball is almost knocked out of bounds, and that was a foul against number 20, Melvin Newburn Jr. That's his 4th. He is the only player on the Yellowjackets in potential foul trouble at this point. Jordan Mier-Keong and Bongani Moya have 3 each for Simon Fraser. Rollins also has 3, along with Kobe Terashima for the Yellowjackets. So Roche hits the first. And he makes the second. He's a 65% free throw shooter. And there's a foul underneath against Provenzano. So that will be his 3rd as we look at the replay. There's Green driving in, almost stripped of the ball. He was almost stripped of the ball by Provenzano, but they called him on the foul, and Green will shoot free throws. He makes the first. Green, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. He is their leading scorer, averaging 16 points a game. He now has 18 tonight. 4 players in double-figure scoring for the Yellowjackets. For Simon Fraser, also with 4 players in double figures, including, there's Roche turning. His shot was short, rebound grabbed by the Yellowjackets. So now it's 85-83, Green with the ball against Provenzano. Here's the handoff, they give to Rollins against Spence. Here's a 3-ball from Green. Are you kidding me? They're gonna call another foul on a 3-ball. I've never seen anything like this in a game. The officials have called 3 fouls. We look at the replay. 5 fouls on 3s, all against Simon Fraser, including a phantom foul with 6 seconds left in the second half that sent this game to overtime. So Tyler Green will go to the line. He misses, made the 3, but missed the free throw. two potential 4-point plays in this game when they were fouled and made threes. There's Singh with the three. Rebound is grabbed by Roche off the miss. And that'll bring Simon Fraser to within 3. Green now, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Newburn, there's the three by Green. Surprised they didn't call a foul there. Spence grabs it, here he comes. He's got Singh underneath in a mismatch. Can they get him the ball? Singh is underneath. Singh is underneath against the guard Teresima, but they won't give it to him. Provenzano now to Roche, to Jordan Muir Keong. 13 seconds on the shot clock, under 2 minutes to play. Spence outside the three, gives it to the cutting, goes underneath, misses on the reverse. Singh grabs the rebound and he's fouled underneath. What a cut by Spence driving to the hoop. And Singh will go to the free throw line. There's the replay. Muir Keong with the ball to Spence. Gives it to Roche, cuts, gets it back, goes up. And Melvin Newborn Jr. challenged the shot. Singh on the line. A 70% free throw shooter makes the first. The foul went against Green. He now has 2. Singh makes the second. We have a 1-point game with 1:44 to play. Here comes the pressure. Muir Keong. Looking for a steal, but now Green comes, drives in the paint, gives it to Howard, wide open for a three, misses. But they're going to call possession in favor of MSUB. They're going to say that SFU touched it while out of bounds. So the official had a better look than I did at it. So Tyler Green, they have a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. Green inbounds to Newburn. Rollins puts up a shot, misses. He was almost stripped of the ball by Spence. Surprised no foul on that play, but it's a 1-point game. Simon Fraser now with possession of the ball. 1:16 to go in the first overtime. Provenzano inside to Singh. Back to the basket against Newburn. Spins, puts up a shot, makes it. Nicely done, Jasdeep Singh. Gives Simon Fraser a 1-point lead. Singh with 16 points in this game, 6 of 9 from the field. Green against Singh. Now they go to Howard in the corner. Now we have a reset with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Teresima drives against Roche, kicks it out to Green, into the paint, goes underneath, ball's turned over. Julian Roche grabs it, yes! And with 34 seconds to go in the first overtime, Simon Fraser has it. Provenzano, 20 seconds on the shot clock, so there's a difference of about 5 seconds. Spence now being guarded by Rollins. Provenzano inside to Singh against Newburn. Newburn Jr. Singh backs in, look to give it to Spence. It goes off him. He grabs it back. There's a wrestle for the ball. They're going to call jump ball. Jump ball with 2 seconds on the shot clock. 8.7 seconds on the game clock. The possession arrow is in favor of Room. As we look at the replay, Singh looking for the cutter. Spence, he grabs it. He's got it all himself. I didn't see anyone even grab it on that replay. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, I'd love to see that replay again. So they've reset the game clock to 8.7 seconds. If you look at the replay, there's Singh with it. He's got it. They're wrestling for it. He's got it. If anything, that's a foul. He's got one hand on the ball and in between the hands of Singh. Look at this. If that's not a foul, I don't know what is. Okay, that's a loose ball foul. They're going to call jump ball. And now Simon Fraser has, that's a terrible call. with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Absolutely terrible call. There was a terrible call at the end of the second half, the phantom foul on the 3-ball. Singh will inbound. Oh, he's got Provenzano underneath. He puts it off the glass, scores it. Here comes the pressure. A 3-point lead for Simon Fraser. They're going to call Singh on a foul at midcourt. So they've called the fouls. We look at the replay. Singh gives it to Provenzano, unguarded underneath. He scores it off the glass. 4.1 second on the game clock. So it's a 3-point Simon Fraser lead with Green at the line. Green, as I've mentioned, shoots 67% from the free throw line. He makes the first. He will have to miss this one, I believe. Simon Fraser has Singh and Roche on the low block. Spence Amir Keong. There's the shot. He makes it. So he's made the shot. There's a 30-second timeout on the floor. Simon Fraser has the ball, and they're up by 1 with 4.1 seconds. Simon Fraser has to inbound the ball and hold on to it, and the foul will come. They want to get the ball, and they've got good free throw shooters on the floor. Roche, a 65% free throw shooter if he stays on the floor. So we are going to take a look at the replay. So there's the shot. He made it, Provenzano. Here comes the open court. There's Singh. I don't even think Singh touched him. I don't think Singh touched him. Look at that. Look at that. He goes right around him, almost steps out of bounds, and they bailed him out again. That's 3 terrible calls by the officials in this game to bail out MSUB. So Provenzano, excellent free throw shooter. So is Spence. They give it to Provenzano. He'll hold on to it. So 2.7 seconds now on the game clock. In all likelihood, the officials will check that. So Provenzano will shoot free throws. 87% free throw shooter on the season. So indeed, the officials are going to come over and check the clock. So we will keep it here as well. 1-point lead. Mike Provenzano about to shoot key free throws. The officials are going to determine how much time is on the clock. There was 4.1 seconds on the clock when the free throw was made. Jordan Yer-Keong inbounded the ball to Provenzano. There he goes, he's got it. The foul went against Green. It looks like it's going to be about 3.3 seconds. 3.3 is what I saw the clock at when I watched the replay with the official. It was going to be 3.6 seconds. So Provenzano. Makes his first. Makes his second, nothing but net. Here comes the inbound pass. Simon Fraser, the ball goes to Tyler Green. Oh my gosh, he nailed it at the buzzer. He shot it at the buzzer. Will the officials look at the clock to see if he got it off in time? They are indeed going to check it. So if that basket stands, we are going to a second overtime. Tyler Green, the leading scorer, as we look at the replay, puts up a shot. There is indeed time on the clock when the shot went up. The officials will look at it one more time along with you watching at home. Both feet were in bounds. The shot was taken before the clock expired, so that 0.3 seconds became key because that was what was on the clock when the shot was taken. So we are going to go to double overtime. We will take a break. We will reset again for the second 5-minute overtime period. The score is 93-93. Simon Fraser, MSUB, fighting for the win here in the West Gym. You're watching live on Clan TV. All right, we're back here at the West Gym, getting set for the second overtime period. Players in foul trouble are Melvin Newburn, number 20 for MSUB. He has 4. Mike Provenzano has 4 for SFU. MSUB has possession of the ball. Teresima gives it to Green. Green with 22 points in the game, puts up a shot, misses. Green hit the three-pointer at the end of the first overtime to send it to the second period. There's another miss by Howard, and Spence comes down with it. Provenzano with 20 points in the game. Spence and Provenzano are the leading scorers for SFU. Spence with 21. Okay, there's a turnover by SFU. Howard now to Teresima. Gives it to Rollin. He's the big shooter for one of the big shooters for MSUB. He's being guarded by Spence. Now Teresima has the ball again. Drives. He likes to drive and dish. He's guarded against Roche. Oh, and Mike Provenzano on the floor. Grabs the steal. Gives it to Roche. Here comes Spence. He's got Singh underneath, but Hansen, the head coach, says slow it down. Slow it down. 93-93. We're looking for the first basket here of the second overtime. Singh going against Newburn. Now to Mir King. Mir Kyong misses the three-pointer, and Rollins comes down with it. They will walk the ball up the floor. 3:20 to go here in the second overtime period. Rollins drives. Almost stripped of the ball by Mir Kyong, but he scores it. The first basket of the overtime, number 2. Provenzano fouled from behind by Green as he went up to lay that ball in. Green now has 3. We look at the replay, he drives into the paint, just kind of got the shoulder on it. And Provenzano with 20 points. Now 5 of 6 on free throws. If he makes this one, he will tie the game again. And he does. Green now being guarded by Provenzano. Gives it to Howard. Rollins. 3 ball misses. Rebound grab by Newburn. Rollins goes inside to Howard. He scores it. Howard was cutting on the weak side. So it's a 2-point lead for the Yellowjackets. Winners of 7 of their last 10 games. Provenzano gets a high screen. Goes into the low area, gives it back out to Roche. Now Spence with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Bit of trouble now. He's being guarded by Newburn. Puts up a 3. Oh, it's off the front of the rim. Teresima comes down with the ball. And they're going to call foul. Not a jump ball. So the foul is going to go against Singh. That is just his 2nd personal foul. Scratch that, that's his 3rd personal foul. So Teresima will go to the line. He is a 75% free throw shooter. And he misses and flops. Looking for a favorable call, I'm sure. Provenzano drives into the paint, puts up a high shot over Green, and he scores it and ties this game now. Under 2 minutes to go. Simon Fraser bench and coaches on their feet. Howard against Roche. Newburn Jr. to Green, guarded by Provenzano. There's Rollins against Spence. Help came. Teresima drives, misses. Rebound grab by Newburn. His shot misses. Rebound grab by Teresima, blocked by Roche. Ball comes down. Is it a foul or a jump ball? As the officials get in between them. They're talking to Jordan. They're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Simon Fraser. That may be the first call SFU has gotten all game as we look at the replay. There's Rollins, drives, dishes. Teresima puts up a shot. There's the first miss. Offensive board, second miss. Second miss blocked. There's the ball, and it is a jump ball. Both players with 2 hands on the ball. That was a good call by the official. The game is tied. Near Keong. Looking for Singh against Teresima. That is a size mismatch. Here comes the double team. Singh settles for the jumper, leaves it short on the rim, and Newburn grabs it. Under a minute to go now. Singh with 16 points in the game. Howard. Rollins, Green. Green and Rollins have been the dangerous shooters. There's Green putting on a shot. It's going to miss. Rebound is grabbed by Mir Keong with 30 seconds. The game clock and the shot clock are nearly identical. I'm sure Simon Fraser will play for last shot here in the second overtime period. Provenzano to Mir Keong. 13 seconds now. Provenzano, oh, he went to pass, he stripped of the ball. The Yellowjackets come up with it. Rollins with a long 3 misses. Ball knocked around. Provenzano shoots. Can he? Oh my gosh! Off the front of the rim from half court. And guess what? We're going to a third overtime period. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The game is tied 97-97. We are going to overtime number 3. Holy cow, what a game. So with the teams at the break, we will take a break at all. Simon Fraser and MSU Billings are going head to head, and neither team has been able to win it. You're watching SFU men's basketball live on Clan TV. So we're back live for the third overtime. Malvin Newburn Jr. number 20 has 4 personal fouls for MSUB, and Mike Provenzano has 4 for SFU. Those are the 2 players for either team in foul trouble. The leading scorers, Spence with 21, Provenzano with 20 for SFU, Green with 22, and Zach Rollins, number 22, has 24 for MSUB. So SFU wins the tip that time. Singh being guarded by, oh, there's the cutter, Spence. Oh, and we're gonna get a goaltend on the play as the ball was on the downward arc. So Simon Fraser. Green being chased by Provenzano, goes around to Howard. There's the free ball, and he made it. So the Yellowjackets answer back. 199 is now your score. Provenzano, Singh underneath. They like that matchup. Spence, thought about a 3, drives into the paint, gives up his dribble, sends it back out to Provenzano with 8 seconds on the shot clock. Here's the switch, drives, puts up a shot, and makes it. Nice little floater by Simon Fraser's Mike Provenzano. So Provenzano now, I just realized that our live stats has frozen. So Provenzano now with 28 points in this game to lead all scorers. There's Howard, wide open for a 3. He leaves it off the front of the rim, and the rebound falls to Mir Kyong. 101-100 is your score. Spence has 23. Green 27. And Rollins 26. Singh underneath against Rollins. Back to the basket. Drives in the paint, almost stripped of it. Puts up a shot, and Rollins is going to be called for the foul. So I'm going to update the fouls now. Rollins now has 4 personal fouls. So Singh, an excellent free throw shooter, 70%. So we look at the replay. There's Provenzano driving, puts up the right-handed floater. Singh makes his second. Singh now with 18 points in the game. So we have a timeout on the floor as the Yellowjackets are now trailing 103-100. So we will take, well actually it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to leave it right here. I'm going to let you know that we are proud to partner with VarsityLetters.ca. Howard Samnura and the crew at VarsityLetters.ca do an excellent job of supporting high school and university. Check out their website at VarsityLetters.ca for outstanding stories, for information, for news, for everything you need to know about high school and university sports in this province. That's the place to go. So the game was tied at 81 at the end of regulation. It was tied at 93 at the end of the first overtime. There's a 3-ball by Rollins, and he ties the game again. It was tied at 97 at the end of the second overtime period, And here we go in the third. We're tied at 103. Spence to Roche. Here Keong, pardon me, to Spence. 15 seconds on the shot clock. He gets a ball screen. Roche will now shoot a long, deep three, and he made it. Holy cow. Roche is feeling it on that shot. He is now 2 of 4 on threes in the game. Let's see if the Yellowjackets can answer back. Rollins is the man. He puts it up, misses. Rebound grabbed by Roche. Almost stripped of it. And they're going to call. Oh no! They're going to call the jump ball. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable. Roche had the ball. He was holding it, turned it. Both referees blew their whistle and made calls. Now they're trying to sync up. They're going to call 35 white. Julian Roche had the ball, and they're going to call him on an elbow because the player underneath, watch, flops. Oh my gosh, Newburn flops, and they call him for a foul. Unbelievable. Newburn now gives it to Howard. Tyler Green with the long, deep three, makes it. Ties the game again. Spence to Singh. Provenzano pulls up at the free throw line, makes it. Simon Fraser refuses to die, and Mike Provenzano is leading the charge. Simon Fraser competing against 8 people on the floor for most of this game. Green thought about a three, gives it to Howard, gets it back. Howard rolls. They're going to call a push in the corner. The foul is going to go against Simon Fraser. So the foul is going against Singh. He's now has 3. There's, I mean, you be the judge at home. Was that a foul? Tyler Green misses the first. Maybe somebody else is on our side tonight, helping us on that free throw. Green makes the second. Simon Fraser has a 1-point lead with 1:10 to play in overtime, number 3. Singh to Spence. Shoots, being guarded by Rollins, leaves it short. Mir Keong grabs it. Fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. 50 seconds on the game clock. That was a huge offensive board for Simon Fraser. They get a reset. They've got a 1-point lead. Mir Keong to Provenzano. He's been leading the charge for SFU. Under 8-7 on the shot clock. Gives it Mir Keong. Thought about shooting, drives, dishes to Roche. He puts up a floater, scores it. It's a 3-point lead for SFU. And we have a timeout on the floor with 24 seconds on the game clock. Now the officials are going to check out the time again to see how much time is going to go on the clock. That'll give both teams to talk at this timeout. So we're going to stay here as they try and figure this out. There's Roche with the floater who scored it. There. So it looks like 25.5 seconds is on the clock on the replay when the MSU player grabbed the hoop after it was scored. So he grabbed the ball. They're going to put 25.8 seconds on the clock. So Singh, Spence, Mir Keong, Provenzano, and Roche for Simon Fraser, Howard, Green, Newburn, Terracima, and Rollins for MSUB. Number 22, Rollins, with 26 points in the game. Green with 27 by my calculation. There's Howard, stripped to the ball. Oh, he stripped to the ball, goes out of bounds. Oh, some great defense there by Mir Keong. Almost grabbed the ball away from MSUB. So SFU will call a timeout with 14.5 seconds on the clock. And Simon Fraser with a 3-point lead. It is a 30-second timeout as you looked at the replay there. And we are not going to go anywhere. I am going to tell you about the SFU Spirit Shop because we're proud of our partners here at SFU Athletics. The SFU Spirit Shop has SFU branded gear and merchandise, and they're a proud partner of SFU Athletics. It's located at the Burnaby campus in the Maggie Benson Center. Pick up your SFU Athletics swag today. So the score was tied 81-81 after regulation. 93 was the tie at the end of the first overtime. 97 was the score, apiece was the score at the end of OT number 2. And here we are with Simon Fraser with a 3-point lead with 14.5 seconds to go. Oh, Julian Roche! Julian Roche intercepts the inbound pass! Wow, what a turn of events here. The inbound pass was grabbed by the big man, and he will go to the free throw line with a chance to make this a 2-possession game. Roche, a 67% free throw shooter. He is 2 of 3 by my calculation here tonight. If he makes one, we have a 2-possession game. He leaves the first one short, and this attempt is crucial. He leaves the second one short, and the Yellowjackets grab the rebound. It was Rollins, now Green. 7 seconds on the clock. There's the shot, a 3-pointer by Green. Misses, rebound is grabbed by Roche. He's fouled again. He will go to the line one more time. So there is 2.9 seconds left on the clock as we look at the replay. Here's the shot from Green, being guarded by Provenzano. He almost scored it. No foul called on that play against Roche. He grabbed the ball and held it, and he will go to the free throw line. He needs one basket. As Trevor Noble, the official stats person for SFU, is saying here beside me, he got the first. It's 111-107. And he made the second, so it is now a 5-point margin. No fouls is what the Clan is doing. There's the shot from at half court. It falls well short, and after 3 overtime periods, this game has come to an end. Simon Fraser has defeated MSUB Yellowjackets 112-107 to bring this game to an end. It took 3 overtime periods, and they finally iced the game. As we are going to grab somebody to interview here, what a game in the West Gym as Simon Fraser ends its 5-game losing streak. It wins its 2nd GNAC game of the season. Simon Fraser is now 8-8 overall and 2-6 in the GNAC. Wow, what a game. The teams were tied at 81 after the regulation, tied at 93 at the end of the first overtime, tied at 97 at the end of the second overtime, and Simon Fraser iced it here tonight in the third overtime, 112-107. He's getting them. So we're being joined by Julian Roche. How does that feel to finally get that win?
Oh man, it's long overdue. You know, we had a couple overtime games and it was tight, but I'm glad that we were able to pull this out. What was it, triple overtime or was it 4 overtime?
Triple overtime. You're at the free throw line. You have the opportunity to ice the game. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, what's going through my mind is I can't let my teammates down. The first time I went there, I missed 2. I let them down. I was like, if I gotta get the opportunity again. I gotta put it in the rim. And that's what I did, and we were able to pull out the win. So, man, it's a blessing.
What did the guys say at center court at the end of the game there? Oh, and there we go. Othniel Spence just doused him with water to cool him down. He was on fire at both ends of the floor at the end of this overtime game, overtime number 3. You grabbed a huge defensive board to give yourself an opportunity to ice the game at the free throw line. Tell us about that.
At the end of the day, it's just who wants it more. And I saw the ball was coming off the rim. Just went and got it. My team boxed out. And you know, everyone did their job and I did my job. I got the ball and I was able to just finish the game off, you know. It's hard when you go play triple overtime and lose. So I didn't want to be feeling like crap in the locker room. So I needed to get the win for our team. And you know, everyone pulled their weight, busted their butt, and you know, we were able to pull out a W. And it's long overdue, and more to come, more to come.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Julian. You're going to enjoy this one tonight, and hopefully you can keep the momentum going into next week for some more home games.
Should be good. We got a couple home games coming up. It'd be great to see everyone out, you know. This new page in the book. We had a good start, had a rough little segment, and we're back at it.
All right, we'll go enjoy the win with your teammates.
All right, thank you.
There you have it. Julian Roche, who was outstanding at both ends of the floor in this game. What a game he played. I'm going to walk you through some of the final stats in this game as Simon Fraser wins 112-107. So the high scorer in the game was Mike Provenzano with 32 points. Othniel Spence had 23 points. Julian Roche with a double-double, 18 points, 13 rebounds, 1 huge defensive board at the end of the third overtime to get a chance to go to the free throw line and ice this game, and he did. Roche was joined with 18 points, was Jasdeep Singh. So there you have it. Simon Fraser wins its second GNAC game of this season, and Simon Fraser has a pair of home games coming up this week. The Clan will play Thursday night, a doubleheader with the men's and women's teams playing. The men will tip off at 5:15 p.m. and then Simon Fraser will play the whiteout game, the West Gym whiteout, on Saturday the 26th. The men's game tips off following the women's game at 7:30 p.m. Hundreds of t-shirts are going into the stands at that game, so we really hope you join us. Well, that is it from the West Gym. We will bring this game to a close. On behalf of executive producer Gabe Lynn, the team behind the scenes, Kendra Ho, Julian Roche, the camera operators, and everyone involved in bringing you Clan TV to your computers and screens. Thanks for joining us. The final score, once again, Simon Fraser 112. MSUB 107 in triple overtime. So long, everyone, from the West Gym.